Not much. How you
Doing
doing?
good.
Yeah, man. How about you?
I
What's your
I'm recovering from my sickness still, so we're on the upswing though.
what's your go-to moves for trying to get unsick?
Chelsea's been drugging me a lot.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
My
all the
girlfriend's a
things.
pharmacist, if you want any insight from her.
Oh yeah, what does she give you?
Uh, it's actually kind of funny because I don't take anything, so I just suffer.
See,
At the
I
very most, I'll do like ibuprofen or Sudafed,
do
really good.
you? Or you're just cooking crystal meth with it, dude. You know?
Yeah, pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I typically try and err on the side of like nothing crazy myself, but Chelsea went over and bought like daytime, nighttime congestion, a bunch of other stuff. It's honestly been it, the nighttime stuff has definitely helped me sleep though,
Hmm,
which is probably helping me recover a lot. So I'll say like it's the stuff is probably helpful. And the elderberry stuff is probably helping a lot too. And I've been getting a bunch of that. She made some chicken noodle soup, which was bomb, super
yeah.
helpful.
Um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I love like Z-Quil or NyQuil. I kind of got a little hooked on that in college.
Oh
Um,
yeah, just mobbing ZQL and NyQuil.
yeah, well, because like I had to get up early to like lift sometimes, and I like just wasn't used to getting up that early, so I would just like take it like every night, and then my mom
And you're
was like,
probably
"Hey,
super groggy when you woke up too, no?
yeah." But like, yeah, it was. But yeah, by the time you like, I don't know, it was so cold in Wisconsin. I feel like I just woke myself up as soon as I got outside. But
Yeah, because it's too damn cold.
yeah, but yeah, it was funny because I came home or my mom came to visit and she was like, "Why do you have so many bottles of NyQuil?" And I was like, She's like, "I'm like, I love it." And she's like, "I don't know if that's good."
The magnesium's also pretty good too, I've noticed. Like,
Yeah, I do like that.
yeah, if you take it like later on in the day, like I'm I'm pretty bad about like remembering to take vitamins.
Mhm,
I've been trying to like improve because we've got a bunch that honestly I need to be taking too. But it's like just like taking the magnesiums before bed has been helpful for a sleep thing as well.
gotcha. Nice. What was I gonna say? Yeah, oh, there we go. We got my guy Mitch.
This is when you just harass people on who you
I'm
have there.
texting yeah, like three people or four so they can make it. So I'm like, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, that's when you call them out. You say, "Hey, motherfucker, where you at?" Mitch is here though, showing up and showing out. We love it.
Yeah. Mitch is a Cali guy, California guy.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, watch how you say that state name there.
Yeah. Yeah, well, what was that term you had for the North Carolina people, Mitch? Or no, sorry, Blaise.
North Kakalaki.
Yeah. Okay.
And for the record, people do fucking say that, but it was a really bad look when Allie was on here and she was like, I've never heard that. And she's from there. It was a bad look for me, dude. It was a bad look.
Yeah. But it reminded me of, yeah, Mitch was like, dude, don't call it Cali. Like, no one knows.
Mitch, I think we covered this before. Where are you at in California?
Uh, Let me show you here. I'm in, how do I turn the camera around on this? I'm in Pacifica.
Oh, okay. Like Bay Area, right?
Yeah, right
Yeah,
outside of
yeah.
San Francisco.
Yeah, nice. I've got a bunch of friends actually that work out of SFO. Um, and a couple guys that actually live out that way too in Pacifica, which is cool. It's a nice spot, dude.
I'm a big fan of it. When I moved out here, I wanted to be by the ocean, and so it checked that off, and I have no desire to like live anywhere else in the Bay.
Yeah, I would not want to live closer to the city if I were you either. What do you do down there?
I work in biotech,
Oh, right on.
so I do a lot of training scientists on how to use our instruments on just like analyzing blood. and organs and all that.
Okay. You need any more, dude? I got some blood for you if you need some. What am
If
I?
you,
O negative's the universal, right? I'm O positive then, if that's helpful for you.
yeah, O negative's universal, but I don't do blood type. I'd be able to tell you basically like how many different white blood cells, T cells, B cells would be in your blood. So a little bit more of the immune system stuff.
Oh, okay. That's super helpful, actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fucking A, send them. We'll get everybody. We'll just be drawing blood and we'll be sending it all to Mitch and be like, Mitch, tell me how the immune system's doing, dude. I
Yeah,
fucking need it
exactly. I
right
can do
now.
the
I'm sick as
monitoring.
fuck.
That's what I've been talking to Nick about too. I don't know what's been going around, but like this past week, I got hit with a pretty bad sickness that was just like congestion, stomach, pressure,
Yeah.
cough. It was just everything.
Yeah, dude. I was hit with it too this week, and then I had to fly back from the East Coast on Friday, and my head for like 5 straight hours felt like it was gonna pop on the plane, dude. It was awful. I like could
Yeah.
not go to sleep. It
Oh man,
was
that just flying is the worst thing for that
dude, it's
congestion
awful,
too.
man. It's so shitty. It's terrible. What's the biotech company you're working for?
It's called Miltenny.
Miltenny.
It's we're actually a German company, but we have a decent presence in the US now as well.
Do you get to go to Germany ever for work? That'd be cool.
I actually get to go in January. Yeah, we go once a year to Europe basically.
That's
And this
sick.
year it's in Germany.
Miltenny. That's not how I would have spelled it, just so you know.
It's the last name of our founder as well, so that's
Oh,
why it's a
cool.
little bit different.
Would you say, Chelsea, you can unmute yourself and ask him if you want. Euroimmune. Do you know what Euroimmune is?
Euroimmune, I do not.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't know what she's talking about. Oh, my brother-in-law works for a company called Euroimmune, I guess,
Okay.
and they're also out of I think they've got a German like presence over there too. But there's like a bunch of them all over too. Yeah. How cool. What do you do for those guys? Are you actually analyzing blood and stuff yourself or?
I work on the sales team, but I am the science aspect of it. So like I actually do, yeah, the hands-on demoing of the instruments. So working with people's blood, whether it's from a human, a mouse, a monkey, or if it came from organs as well, that have basically been like ground up to see how many different types of different blood cells are in there.
Damn. That's pretty cool, man.
It's yeah, it's all pretty interesting stuff. Keeps me busy.
Yeah, do you travel a ton doing that then?
Yeah, I'm in the field like 3 to 5 days a week, just out and about, and it can be from just anywhere from like 3 hours to 8 to 10, and that's like
Like
another
work
big
day
thing.
wise or like distance traveled wise?
Uh, more working wise, but car can add up just because there's always such bad traffic here in the Bay.
Yeah, dude.
And I do have to go to like Sacramento every now and then as well. I work with like UC Davis out there.
Dude, what the hell? When you come out here, we should get a fucking pump in. We do one of these workouts Nick's programs for you and fucking get
Yeah,
after it.
I'll let you know. I'll actually be headed to UC Davis sometime in December. I'm not sure when yet.
Nice. Yeah, I actually have I coach lacrosse out here too, and the guys that I coach lacrosse with, they're the head coaches of the UC Davis men's team. Um, I'm sure that they would like try and figure out a way that we could mob into their facility in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, we could fit in as students even.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I like that. All right, I don't. No one's responding to me, Blaze. So
It's all good. We can just hit Mitch up. Mitch, you got questions for Nick? How are things been going, dude?
I got I think just maybe not questions, but ideas to pitch around is kind of just going off of the traveling for work and everything. Like I find myself in the field and then coming back home, and then it's like, all right, great. Now I got to spend what, an hour and a half cooking dinner that night. So I'm just curious to hear, like, just what are some of your guys' biggest meal prep things where you'll just make 4 or 5 on a Sunday just to knock out some lunches or dinners in the week?
Go
Uh,
ahead, Nick. Hit it, dude.
for sure. I feel like if I know I'm gonna be busy, kind of like your situation, I'll try to make something that is just huge that I can make in the oven. So like sometimes I'll just like marinate chicken breasts, whatever you like. I like honey mustard marinade, and then I just have like I don't know. Sometimes if you go to Costco, sometimes I'll have like five in there at a time, and just let that bake. And I kind of like to let just that rip, and then at the same time, if you got like whatever you like, but kind of just basically assembling like a taco bowl, like
Okay.
yeah, and then you can make your rice and then whatever else you want to throw in there. But I like the oven because uh then it's just like something you can like do and then like forget about for like an hour or whatever, how long it takes. But I also will say Blaze has a lot of pretty good resources. I mean, I didn't look through everything, but there was he sent out like the nutrition guide, and there's probably some good ones in there. I would like to think, but I'll let him speak more on that.
Yeah, Mitch, I'm actually typing this email out to you right now. We have Chelsea is actually the ringleader of these, so I can take absolutely no credit. And she's typically the cook in the house as well. But we've done a couple helpful like things where it's their recipe cards and there's one pot like crock pot dinners that I think will
Okay.
be like super helpful for you. The crock pot is hella nice because it's kind of like what Nick said. You put it in the morning and by the time you get home it's ready. If you have like veggies that are kind of pre-chopped, I'd say that's another like really effective tool in doing that. And I would kind of start there and then make it so that like make it so it's easier for yourself. Um, I like to have a couple go-tos that are kind of simple for when I'm like on the road and traveling too, and I can tell you about any of those that I kind of use as well, and I'm sure Nick's got them too. But I would start with like, hey, what are some things you like? What are some things you really don't like? And then what's the typical like meal look like for you in the evening? And then we could kind of go from there.
Yeah, I mean, that all sounds good. I like that idea of the crock pot too. Just something you can just spend a little bit of time prepping and then leave it in the oven or leave it in the crock pot and then get it when you're ready, basically.
Yeah, for sure. And I just emailed you those two documents. So one of them is a list of like a ton of recipes that Chelsea and I really like that she made. And then the second one is a crock pot like meal idea that just kind of like set it and forget it. And then you'll come back and you'll be ready to rock. And the nice part about crockpot stuff is typically you'll be able to eat it for a couple days. If you live by yourself, your wife wouldn't kill you like mine would. You could put the whole like inside part of the crockpot into the fridge and just like set it in there and continue to use that.
Yeah, I mean, that
Uh,
sounds perfect.
yeah, Chelsea would probably murder me in my sleep if I did that. So, I would say like that's probably a good way that you could kind of get around it and making less dishes and make it simple for you to like heat up and let it rip too, you know.
For sure. I was also gonna say, yeah, kind of similar like Blaze. The one pot stuff is always huge, like stir fries or yeah, like taco bowls. I mean, those are like my two go-tos because you can just make like a shit ton and have it for days. And it's usually pretty easy. Like you like chicken, shrimp, steak. You can put all three of those in there, and then if you have like a pound of each, you're probably set for like 3 days. I mean, my big ass would be done in like two, but
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah,
I've
but
seen you eat. Yeah.
yeah, but I think yeah. So yeah, those are anything else you got?
I've got one more too, Mitch. Have you heard of Kevin's The Meals before?
I have not, no.
So these, can you see the screen?
Yeah.
So Kevin's does and probably it'll be better to have a photo. These are kind of all over the place at random like stores.
Okay.
These are super good too. And what's nice is that they come in like a pack and it's like protein and then it's got like a side of sauce. And the side of sauce, realistically, the only like we'll call like negative that I really see in the Kevin's is the sodium is kind of high, so kind of salty, and that's just because of the like preserving the meat and stuff.
Yeah.
But everything else is really, really good. Like the labels are good, it's pretty clean. So like as long as you're not downing like a tub of salt the rest of the day, you're probably okay having something like this as well. And these are really easy to pop in the microwave or on a pan, stovetop and let it rip, and they're ready in like 5 minutes.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll keep this in mind. I have not heard of these before, so that's cool.
Yeah, and they're all really good. Like I think we've tried pretty much all of them. No, we definitely haven't because this one sounds really good. Chimichurri beef.
Do they come fresh or frozen?
They are frozen.
Okay.
Oh no, they're cold. They're cold. Yeah, yeah. So they're in the refrigerated section somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah. We
And
get
they
them at
come in two
Costco.
different packs too. So like each pack has two things of meat and two sauces. So if you really wanted to take one out and then freeze the other one, you could.
Okay, I see what you're saying. It's like serving size of two.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like what she's saying, like in this photo, which is tough to see because it's cooked, I think, in this one, they have this like halved up in like two
Okay,
different
okay.
sides. So it's like for me, I definitely eat the whole thing at once. But if you want, a really easy way is like make one of these, and then we usually will buy something like a little thing of cauliflower rice or something similar to this. And I really like these because you can just throw this right in the microwave, and these are ready in like 5 minutes too. And they're super simple, like one of these bird's eye ones or a
Yeah.
thing of like
Okay.
veggies that they have. And that's another super simple way to kind of you get a lot of stuff that you need, and it's pretty easy
Nice. Yeah, this is all good info. Thank you.
for sure.
And I know people knock frozen veggies a lot, but if you get like a steamer bag of like string beans or Brussels sprouts or broccoli or anything, and just add it to making the meat and the cauliflower rice, or if you want to do regular like minute rice in the fridge, like people knock frozen veggies, but it's still a vegetable, and they're super easy in a microwave pack.
Yeah, and I think even air frying frozen veggies is pretty easy as well, to where you can barely tell the difference once they're cooked.
Exactly. There's also a guy that I really like. He does a lot of meal prep stuff. It's called stealth_health_life. I'll send it to Nick on Instagram to send to you. But he does
Okay.
like super healthy versions of a bunch of crock pot stuff, and he meal preps a bunch. He makes like 10 meals at a time in a crock pot so you can freeze them or eat them for
Oh,
lunch or dinner.
nice. Yeah, thanks for that info. Send that to Nick, and Nick can send that my way.
Definitely. We make a bunch of his stuff too.
Cool. What else you got, pimpin'? That was easy one. Anything else?
That's really been my main cause for concern right now. I've liked all the workouts. Haven't done much this past week, but that was more so I didn't do anything active, just recovering from being a little bit sick. But otherwise, like I've been talking to Nick as well, really interested in like hip workouts, core workouts along those lines, because my main physical activity nowadays is pretty much just surfing. Like I'll do other stuff as well, but surfing's the one thing is I would do almost every day if I could. So just becoming in better just physical, and the flexibility aspect is usually something that's like a little bit overlooked, but it's just so important, especially with the hips. So just interested in those types of workouts, or even like good body weight stretches as well.
Sick. Yeah, I'm sure Nick's got you tooled up for that, and ready to rock. tried anything that he sent you, or have you sent him anything else, Nick, or is that a new development?
New development, but I know like I mean we've talked that mobility stuff. I mean that would be a lot of the stuff that I would kind of recommend surf, non-surf. But yeah, I've been looking into some of the stuff that surfers do. But yeah, to Mitch's point, it's like a lot of body weight stuff. But yeah, I'm working on a sheet tonight, and yeah, I'll get some stuff in there for him specific to that.
Cool. Yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff I could send you over to that I would do, Nick and Mitch or anybody else also that ends up listening to the recording. Like I actually looked at it today because we're in the middle of a great migration from training applications. And we've got 720 videos on YouTube that I would say there's probably 200 to 300 videos that are just mobility focused. And Mitch, there's a bunch of those that are based on like hip stuff as well. So there's a bunch of things that we can send you over for that and ideas that we can kind of get you going. And realistically, like the one thing that I would say that has really helped my hips is like when you're watching TV or like hanging out, like if you just sit on the ground, it will be like a huge difference in your hip mobility over time. And it's something that's like really low hanging fruit. That's really simple. Like sit on the ground, you'll end up like fidgeting a little bit and moving around. And even if you do it for like 5 or 10 minutes when you're watching TV, you'll notice like on the board that you'll be able to pop up your like legs coming through the center of your hands. You'll start to feel that be a lot more like fluid over time.
Yeah, that makes sense too, I guess, because yeah, you're not sinking into the couch or you're not sinking into the floor there.
Yeah, dude. There's a reason that the Asian squat and the people in the Pacific like that are like so mobile for so long, and a lot of it is because like they sit down when they eat on the floor and they like do everything like from the floor. Then you see like how much range of motion they have in their hips because they're not so tight from hanging out in we'll call flexion, where like this is like your upper leg and this is like your knee and then lower leg, and you're just sitting like this all day long. It makes it really tough, you know?
Interesting. Okay.
Mhm. To that point, yeah, just like Blaze is saying, I mean, I don't think it's like usually most people, it's like they think it's the way they sit that causes like pains, but it's more just the fact that they don't move. Like you can sit like slouch or whatever, but just try to switch it up, try to stand up, try to, yeah, like he said, sit in that squat. I know you watch the Mavs basketball a lot. I know I'd always try to get some mobility in during those times. But yeah, I'll send you some stuff. But yeah, like those, like I said, those mobility. If you want to do something like tonight, both those mobility days, I love like Cobra to down dog. I feel like that one is like just those yoga poses, just kind of messing around, seeing what you can do. But yeah, I think I'll get that over to you. But yeah, just I don't think from what I've seen, uh, they just kind of surfers. They imitate a lot of those movements. So just a lot of core workouts. They don't seem to be big lifters. I've noticed that, but I think there's
Yeah, it seems like a lot of like the just practicing your pop up and all of that as well. And like a lot of the balance and the yoga is pretty important. I do keep up with that even when feels like everything else is energy drained. But like the stretching is definitely something I look to keep as a staple in the workouts.
beautiful. Yeah, and yeah, in your case, I mean, we've talked about it, but I'm like, yeah, like if you want to, I think, yeah, you surf as much as you want, and then just supplement those mobility slash strength stuff a couple times a week. I think you'll be in a good spot. Because yeah, I mean, I think I don't know. I guess everyone's probably different approaches to this, but I'm like, if you have the opportunity to play a sport and like have fun with it, I think that's always going to be the best workout. And then like, getting those extra strength stuff in is going to be huge. But I don't know. Like I think if it seems like you could surf every day, or I guess you just said that. So I was like, you 4 or 5 times a week. I think that'd be awesome. But yeah.
Yeah, we like what Nick's saying. I feel like when the movement becomes the outcome instead of the goal, of what you're doing, it's like super effective, right? So like if you like surfing, I like playing pickup basketball like Nick does too. I mean, Chelsea and I play in a co-ed soccer league, like things like that like you're having fun and you kind of turn your brain off and get in the flow state of like what you're doing. Like totally agree. Like ski season's about to happen. I don't know if you're a skier or a snowboarder, but we'll be ripping up to Lake Tahoe a bunch up here to go ride. So that's something that we really enjoy doing too. And on those days, I'm gonna do a little bit of mobility before I go or when I get home, and that's it, dude, because I just toasted my legs skiing or snowboarding all day long.
Yeah, it's like some of these sports seem like, oh, they're just nice, easy. You're going down a hill, nothing much, and then an hour in, it's like fucking you're exhausted. Like surfing seems so easy, and then it's just fighting for your life, paddling. But
I don't think it seems easy. I don't-
it seems like it'd be like nice and relaxing, but then you get out there and it's just fighting currents from the second you step in there, and it's just a battle.
Not to mention that water out there is cold, dude.
Yeah, it's wetsuit and booty weather right now at least, and if you go early morning or sunset, then maybe even gloves and a hoodie.
Yeah.
In the water?
Yeah,
Damn.
otherwise it just gets so cold, especially because like your feet are in there the whole time, and then they just get numb, and it
Yeah.
just becomes painful to try and step up on the board then.
Nick, not like the hoodie that you're wearing, bro. Like
Oh,
like
it's like a
like a
surfing.
surf hood. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. A
I was
surf
like,
hood. It's
I don't
not
think that's
like
a
your
good
hoodie,
idea,
bro. It's
bro.
like neoprene, like it comes over, and then you
Yeah,
got
yeah,
like
it's a
neoprene gloves and
compression hoodie,
boots.
not
Like
Gotcha. All right.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Not like you're wearing your Nike fucking
Yeah.
like sweatsuit and you're going out and
Like,
surfing. That's
yeah, I
not
yeah, we got
imagine
the
a good.
Chicago guy here.
yeah.
I don't serve. I don't serve. I would like to, but yeah.
I got an extra foamy for when you make your way out here finally. Don't worry.
All right. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. I want to play every sport like ever. So I gotta check that one off.
You got to figure out how to get curling in, dude. Curling is I feel
Mm,
like a tough one.
yeah, that would be tough.
Would you be a tosser or a sweeper? What do you think, dude?
Probably a sweet guy. I feel like
Yeah, big sweep
Yeah, I don't
guy.
think you got the finesse to be a tosser.
I don't think so. I really don't. I think I would like freak out. I feel like they play or they curl in Wisconsin, Mitch, right?
Yeah, I feel like they even have like barley curling up there.
No shit, dude.
I'll find some. Don't worry.
Like I wouldn't be surprised that I'd be more surprised if they don't have it than if they do.
Oh yeah. People love getting drunk on the ice in Wisconsin, so like curling will be
What else do you do there, bro? What else do you do? It's gotta
yeah,
be,
literally.
yeah.
It's like ice fish and curl like way up
Yeah,
north.
hockey.
Yeah.
I had friends who would wintertime they'd flood like their backyard patio area and turn it into a little ice rink so they could play backyard hockey.
There you go, dude.
Uh,
There you go. Could be worse, man. Could definitely be worse.
mhm.
Cool, Mitch. You have any other questions, man, or anything else that you need from us? I'm about to fucking go and start making some dinner ourselves. Oh, we're making egg roll in a bowl tonight, which maybe I'll
Okay.
time it for you and tell you how long it takes. But I will venture to guess it takes under 20 minutes to make this.
All right, I'd be interested in knowing that. It sounds I haven't heard of egg roll in a bowl before, but I'm interested.
Yeah, if you can imagine all the insides of an egg roll just
Just
in like
yeah.
a taco bowl, that's about what it is. Yeah.
All right, that sounds good. I got no questions either. I got my Eagles about to play as well, so I won't keep you guys here much longer.
Cool, man. Nick, you got anything for Mitch or for anybody else that ends up listening to this later on?
Uh, I mean, I said it in the group chat, but I'll repeat it just in case. Uh, Mitch, you're not going home for Thanksgiving, are you?
I am. I'm headed back to Milwaukee.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to ask each person, but I'll try to get something specific you can do at home. And yeah, for you, it'd probably just be like mobility, maybe some body weight stuff. But
Yeah, I think home workouts is a solid idea for next week.
sweet. When are you going?
Uh, Tuesday night, I take a midnight plane out of SFO, land in Chicago, sit there for 2.5 hours, and then make the quick flight back up to Milwaukee.
Okay, cool. So you're not gonna stop in and say hi?
If you want to meet me at O'Hare, I have a 3-hour, 5-minute layover.
Wait, so you're leaving Tuesday night, so you're getting into Chicago Wednesday morning?
Yeah,
What time?
6 a.m.
I'm flying out of Chicago at 7:30 a.m. This is
All
an
right.
offline thing. We'll talk. We'll
All
talk.
right, all
You
right,
guys are
that
gonna
sounds
see
good.
each other at the airport, dude. You didn't even know. Look at that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there we go.
exactly.
We'll get a mobility workout in together.
We'll get a
You
workout and a
hey,
beer.
you
I can
actually
say
could do
that.
it at the airport, dude.
I
Yeah.
think we will. Yeah. We'll talk, Mitch.
All right, sounds good.
But yeah, Thanksgiving stuff. Yeah, I'll put some bodyweight stuff in for everybody, and yeah, nothing too rigorous, but like 20 minutes, and yeah, I'll try to make sure everyone's accounted for in terms of like what they have or what they don't have. But yeah, just try to get something in these holiday days. I think it's crucial. But nothing. Don't
Sounds
beat
good.
yourself up if you don't.
Here's your California coast right now. About to see some sunset. Well,
There you
actually,
go.
the sun already set, but still a nice little background.
Hey, one of these days I'm gonna have to let you know when we're flying the coastline, and you'll be able to wave to us in the Coast Guard plane going by.
I see them like every day, so I can never tell if it's the SOS or just training. We hope it's training, but there's some surfers that are a little too ambitious, so not surprised if you're scooping them up.
Yeah. One of these days when I pop down that way, I'll have to hit you up and be like, "Hey, man, we'll be around. Take a look
Yeah,
out your window."
sounds good.
Cool. All right, guys. We'll have this recording posted up, and we'll throw the link up. But anything else, anybody can feel free to reach out. Thanks, Nick, for hopping on today. And then our next one's gonna be, I believe, Friday next week. We've got it at, or this week, sorry, Friday this week at 4 o'clock my time. So 6 o'clock your time on the 29th.
Beauty.
Cool. Later.
Peace.
Later.
See you guys.